In many African homes, young women are taught that marriage is safety, that a husband is security, and that love will protect them from struggle. But what happens when the man you trusted with your future builds your marriage on lies? When Tunde appeared, and from the very first day, he looked like everything Amara had been waiting for.
Listen to me, Amara. When we marry, I don't want you stressing yourself. You've suffered enough. I take care of everything. Rent, food, school fees when the children come. I want you to rest. I want you to be happy.
I don't need too much in life. I just want peace. A man with a good heart and a home where there is no shame.
Amara grew up in a quiet town where people still believed in dignity, faith, family, and hard work. Like many women, she didn't ask for luxury. She only wanted peace, a good husband, and a home where love could grow. Amara's family saw what many families long to see, a man who looked responsible, stable, and capable. But sometimes the brightest promises hide the darkest lies. The wedding came with joy, music, and dancing. Amara smiled like a woman stepping into safety.
Tunde, where is the house you promised me?
It's temporary. Business is down. We'll move soon. Trust me.
But trust is the first thing a liar steals. The first few weeks of marriage felt normal. Then the cracks began to show. The car disappeared. Years passed. The lies grew. And hunger moved into their home like an uninvited spirit.
Will we eat tonight?
Yes, my baby, somehow we will.
But every night, the cupboard stayed empty, and every morning, the husband returned with more excuses. Then one afternoon, shame came knocking.
3 months' rent. If you don't pay by tomorrow, I will throw all of you into the street.
And still, the man who called himself her provider was nowhere to be found. That night, while searching for hope, Amara found something far worse than poverty, the truth.
Who is my love? And why are you sending her money?
While his children starved, he had been feeding another life.
You lied about your money, you lied about your job, and now I find out you have another woman.
Lower your voice. Do you want the neighbors to hear? I said I'm handling it.
That was the night she stopped seeing a husband and started seeing a stranger. The next morning, the children cried from hunger. The landlady gave her until sunset. And her husband was gone again. That night, the children cried longer than usual. The kitchen was empty. The rent deadline had passed. And Tunde had come home with nothing. The next day, Amara did something she once believed only happened to other women.
Forgive me. I'm only doing this so my children can live.
And so she stepped into a world she never wanted. Not because she desired it. Not because she was immoral. But because desperation can corner even the strongest woman. But in the shadows, someone was watching.
Look like someone the world has been cruel to.
I'm not here for trouble.
What she didn't know was that this stranger already knew her husband.
Your husband owes dangerous people. He has been using your name to borrow money.
What are you saying?
The lies was never just about money. It was a trap, and she had been living inside it. She ran home through the night, not to save her marriage, but to save her children. But when she opened the door, the children were gone.
If you had just listened to me, none of this would have happened.
Where are my children?
For the first time, the woman he tried to break was no longer afraid. The same man she feared in the shadows had come to expose the one hiding in her home.
The children are safe.
By morning, the neighbors would know the truth. The liar who wore wealth like a costume had finally been unmasked. Amara's story is not just a story of betrayal. It is the story of many women who smile in public while breaking in silence. If you are watching this with tears in your eyes, pain in your chest, and confusion in your heart, then come closer, because I need you to hear me like a daughter would. I know what it feels like to trust a man's words, only to discover later that his promises were built on lies. I know what it feels like to enter marriage believing you were stepping into safety, only to realize you were walking into struggle, silence, shame, and survival. You believed him when he said he was ready. You believed him when he said he could provide. You believed him when he painted a future so beautiful that your heart relaxed and your fears disappeared. And now here you are, carrying burdens you were never meant to carry alone. My daughter, listen carefully. The fact that he lied does not mean your life is over. It means your eyes are opening. And painful as it is, that awakening may become the beginning of your true strength. A man who lies to get a woman into marriage is not just dishonest, he is selfish. Because he did not simply deceive your ears. He deceived your future. He stole your peace. He stole your trust. He stole the version of marriage you prepared your heart for. But hear me well. Do not let his lies turn you into a woman who loses herself. Do not let betrayal make you believe you are worthless. Do not let struggle push you into decisions that will wound your soul even deeper. You may feel desperate right now. You may feel trapped. You may even be asking yourself, how did I get here? Why didn't I see the signs? What will people say if I leave? How will I survive if I stay? These are real questions. And I will not insult your pain by pretending they are easy. But let me tell you something only time can teach. A broken promise in marriage is painful, but a broken spirit is even more dangerous. Guard your spirit. Do not let poverty make you hate yourself. Do not let disappointment make you lower your value. Do not let society shame you into suffering in silence just because you are called wife. Marriage is not a prison sentence. And endurance is not the same as wisdom. If he lied before marriage, then you must stop living in denial after marriage. Face the truth. Not with panic. Not with revenge. But with courage. Sit down and ask yourself hard questions. Is this man truly willing to change? Is he honest now, or still full of excuses? Is he trying, or is he simply watching you suffer? Are you building a family together, or are you carrying a grown man on your back? My dear, there is a difference between a struggling man and a deceptive man. A struggling man may be poor, but he is transparent. He may not have much, but he has truth. He may fall, but he still carries responsibility. But a deceptive man will hide, manipulate, blame, and drain you while expecting your loyalty as proof of love. Do not confuse suffering with love. Love does not lie to trap you. Love does not watch you break and call it patience. Love does not sit comfortably while you drown. If you are in that kind of marriage, the first thing you need is not makeup, not social media motivation, not pretending in public. You need clarity. You need to become brutally honest with yourself. And after clarity, you need a plan. A woman must never stay powerless. Build yourself quietly if you must. Learn a skill. Save money, even if it is little. Find trusted people. Protect your mind. Protect your body. Protect your dignity. Do not announce every step. Not every battle needs noise. Some victories are born in silence. And if children are involved, then be even wiser. Children do not just eat food. They also eat the atmosphere in the house. They swallow tension. They absorb pain. They study your silence. They learn love by watching what you tolerate. So do not teach your children that a woman must die slowly to prove she is a good wife. Teach them that truth matters. Teach them that respect matters. Teach them that marriage without honesty is a dangerous foundation. And let me say this with all the seriousness in my heart. Never sell your body to rescue a man who refuses to carry his own responsibility. Do not destroy your soul trying to save a marriage built on lies. I know desperation can whisper dangerous things. It can tell a woman, just do what you must to survive. It can make shame look like sacrifice. It can make self-destruction look like duty. But my daughter, some survival methods leave wounds that money cannot heal. Your body is not a business plan for a lazy or dishonest husband. Your dignity is not the price of his irresponsibility. If you must work, work. If you must hustle, hustle. If you must start small, start small. Sell food. Learn tailoring. Braid hair. Clean houses. Trade online. Teach children. Do anything honest. But never let a man's lies push you into becoming a stranger to yourself. And if one day you decide you cannot remain in that marriage, do not let guilt consume you. Leaving a place of deception is not failure. Sometimes, walking away is the first honest thing left to do. Whether you stay and rebuild, or leave and begin again, choose a path that keeps your soul alive. One day, you will look back and realize that the worst betrayal did not destroy you. It introduced you to the strongest version of yourself. A wiser woman. A sharper woman. A praying woman. A woman who now sees beyond sweet words. A woman who now values truth over appearance. A woman who now knows that peace is more precious than performance. So wipe your tears. Leave your hate. You were lied to, yes. But you are not finished. You are still valuable. Still capable. Still worthy of honest love. Still able to rebuild. And if no one has told you this yet, let me be the one to say it. You are not called to suffer endlessly to prove your womanhood. You are called to live with wisdom, dignity, and courage. May God give you strength to face the truth. May He protect your heart from bitterness. May He guide your steps with wisdom. May He restore what deception tried to steal. And may you never again mistake a loud promise for a safe future. With love, pain, wisdom, and prayers. A woman who has seen too much and learned too well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and comment to see more of our videos.